changed my tiny little mind with the release of a new power set in City of Heroes, and I've created a new villain. Was going to be a hero, but the name Blizzard Wizard was already taken. You gotta go with the name, you know? You gotta go with the name. You just gotta go with the name. So this is the Tempest Tyrant. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Wants me to find a nurse and get some quality drugs. To a new contact, Jimmy Dortz. Sure. The amusing thing when they, the initial tutorial in City of Heroes was called Outbreak, because there's an outbreak of a disease and you have to fight the guys people who are infected. And then when they created City of Villains, the tutorial is titled, instead of Outbreak, it's Breakout. You're breaking out of the supervillain prison. I recovered the shiv that he was looking for. Let's see, enhancements. Sure. We have the power. Let's buff that power to do extra damage. It's an awful thin floor to have to break through to get into the tunnels in a prison. Being broken out by Arachnos. I myself used to work for Arachnos, but I stole some of their tech. Hopefully they won't. Gotta contact Jimmy Dortz, is that correct? No. I need to talk to Sakai. Pointing me to Jimmy Dortz because that was the last person I talked to. After defeat two thugs, two Zig combatants here in the Ziggurat, which is the range. Start something. Fine with me. guys want to play, come play back here. Oh, he does want to play. I missed. That didn't. The new power set is the storm control. Storm blast. Storm blast. Oh, I have to defeat 2 more. Lucky me. Again, my apologies if you hear noises out in the courtyard of my condo complex. It's a really nice day. As I expect, once dinner time passes, we'll have a lot of people outside enjoying the weather. Tomorrow's going to be a little on the warm side. It's actually going to be hot. The day after that, tomorrow's going to be low 80s, and we'll be hitting, then it will be cracking 90 on Thursday. Which takes it out of the realm of extremely pleasant into warm and then hot. I have to defeat all guards and plant a bomb. It's good to be bad. Defeat any enemies around Jenkins. To rescue him and click on the bomb in order to arm it. Longbow has captured the guy I'm supposed to bust out. Of course, I'm in the middle of busting out myself, so I'm a trained Arachno soldier. You won't get me to spill the name of Tempest Tyrant that easy. Dude, seriously, you just told them. It's so hard to get good help. Or, in this case, evil help, I suppose. Tempest Tyrant, and I thought we were here to rescue you! Take the bomb and place it in the spot where you see the transparent image of the bomb. It's no doubt I have a HUD, and it'll show me the transparent location of where I'm supposed to place the bomb. I can't actually see a transparent thing, because that would make no sense. Up. Dun, 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 dun. I love the mission complete musics. Bad guy, good guy, either way. Somebody's doing something out that may actually make me close the window, though. There's some high-pitched whine going on out there. Mechanical. Well, clearly I will go to Murcell and make Kalinda the Fortunata my starting contact. Because even though I am using more or less stolen Arachnos technology, I still want to work with Arachnos. And Kalinda's over here. Tempest Tyrant, yes. Interesting. It may well be that you were one of the people we seek. In case you're wondering why you're out here in the open air instead of enjoying the fine dining at the Zagurski prison, you have me to thank. I arranged it, you see. Some of your fellow prisoners are special. You see, some of your special prisoners are special, perhaps even you. I have foreseen that some members of this group will rise up to usher in a bold new future for Arachnos. Of course, if you think you're one of them, you'll have to prove it soon. I'll take out Operative Birch. But first, I will train up to a new level of power. Let's see, hailstones cause the air around the foe to rapidly condense, causing hailstones to crash down, dealing cold damage. Chance for an especially large chunk of hail will form, knocking the target down. While in a storm cell, which I don't get yet, much more likely to get knocked down. Jet stream. Oh, let's go with hailstones. Before we take off for that, let us... This was there. We keep that. There's our hailstones. We are going to go to the agent up here, and we're going to cheat? Not really. So when the game was out in production, and they went free to play, there were benefits you got for subscribing, and this NPC offers the benefits now for free. Well, most of them are available for free anyway. So, for instance... Hey Z, how you doing? We have 5 free leveling enhancements. Prestige powers. Temporary powers. No, I thought it was prestige powers. Buff powers. Where is it? I've forgotten where it is. I've got all the inspiration drops. Not the prestige enhancements. Right, those are the drops. Powers. Attacks. Buff pets just for fun, travel, and utility. Recipe drops. Revoke. Prestige attack. I want that. Revoke? What is revoke? Oh, I guess take it away from my character? Because I do have... Start with an additional power. The taser dart. And we do want to have equipped that. Evidently you can revoke to remove it. Oh, to choose a different prestige attack. Got it. There's the experience booster. We want that. Alright, got 2 hours of double XP. That'll do just fine. I cannot bring myself to get the ninja movement skill because I just can't stand running around like Naruto. There we are. And we're off. I don't know Operative Birch from Adam, but you know bringing him in will make you look good to Kalinda. Before I forget, let us reset our notoriety level to a -1, so future instances will be a piece of cake. Longbow, so full of themselves with so little cause. My inspirations are full. I am totally inspired, man. That's what you guys do for me. You inspire me. There they are. I missed. Another level for me. Good evening, guys. Let's train up to level 3 first. Okay. Let's check our enhancements. Alright, one of these has a knockdown as a percentage chance. Yeah, so we want to put that one in one that doesn't already have a chance for a knockdown, so now we have chances for knockdown on both of those skills. Move these into the position where we want to save them. Oh, we should also put one in the Negatron Slam. Birch has suffered justly for what he tried to do to Ghost Widow, but let me clue you into something, Tempest Tyrant. Birch wasn't alone. He had orders. There are many factions within Arachnos, and they're always vying for domination. Sometimes they even go so far as to betray Arachnos in order to spite each other. Captain Mako, Black Scorpion, and even Shirako all might have reason for wanting to see Ghost Widow hurt. Of all Arachnos operatives, only the Arbiters are inviolate. Only they are never subject to the petty squabbles that sometimes threaten to rip our great Arachnos apart. A snake hole. They're sending me into a snake hole. So, it doesn't show it. Where does it show it? This is the new power set they've added to the game. I'm running as my primary. It is Storm Blast. My first choice for character name, sadly, was taken. Someone had already beat me to the Blizzard Wizard. Damn it. But you can't have everything. I swear most of my characters are created based on the goofy-ass name that I come up with. Snakes in the ground. I hear the sound of serpentine scales scraping these cold, damp floors. Snakes, man. Why did it have to be snakes? Snakes, snakes, snakes. I have to defeat Saphus and his guards. I need to, for my own, I was going to say sanity, that's not quite the right word. But we'll use it anyway. My own sanity, I need to move. Having your stats up here and the target stats way up here. Yeah, no. It wasn't as bad when resolutions were lower and you didn't have to like go too far afield to see your life or whatnot. But screens are bigger, resolutions are way higher. Hit pretty hard. Well, I am a blaster too. There was a time in the game when it was called City of Blasters because basically everyone made blasters all the time because they did the most damage, but they're also by far the most fragile. Yeah, by far, I would say. In fact, I'm going to kneel and heal up because multiple mobs. Blasters are quite fragile historically. And one of the things that kept me from ever reaching the cap in the game, the level cap back when the game was live, was, first of all, the leveling curve gets much, much tougher as you level up. I missed. And the game has a feature. What's that? When you die or get defeated, you don't die, obviously, because you're a superhero or villain, possibly. You do get XP debt. Basically, you get what amounts to negative experience, or a negative experience balance, so that half of all XP you earn until you pay off the debt goes to the debt. And it became very easy if you were playing a blaster back in the day to get into debt and keep dying and watching your debt go up, basically meaning you get half XP until you can pay off the debt, and the debt keeps increasing. Making an already grindy leveling process after you hit 30, say, even grindier. So, you face the snakes and live to tell the tale. Perhaps there's a place for you within Arachnos' future, Tempest Tyrant. I must test you further. You're doing well. I'd like to see more of what you're capable of. You may avail yourself of my store's considerable resources. Yeah. Give me the mission, babe. Toots. Hot stuff. I'm sure she appreciates my terms of endearment and address. I'll eliminate the infected. It's nice. Look at all these people are lined up to do their civic duty. Or pay the inevitable and terrible price for not doing their civic duty. Hey, Arachnos is not a charity organization. I hear gushing water from somewhere below. And I'm now leveled. So, when you level up like that, you get really big buffs for 60 seconds, 90 seconds, something like that. And so, if you're in a mission and you level up, you want to take advantage of it and kick as much butt as quickly as possible. Yes, this is a villain character. He is the Tempest Tyrant. The evil organization, Arachnos, was experimenting on him. And he decided he'd had enough, and so he tried to leave. But they'd kind of permanently attached the experimental gear to him. And so now, in an attempt to get back into their good graces and maybe get the gear taken away, he is, well, he's a bad guy. Of course, he was kind of a bad guy in the first place. I mean, he volunteered for the procedure, so that's not actually the sort of thing a good guy would do. But he's not entirely a villain. He's just a baddish guy. Let's go with the baddish. I missed one or more mobs somewhere. I always do on this map. Hiding down in here somewhere? No. Where did I miss him? There he is. We're knocking each other down like a good comic book fight. That's not all of them? I missed somebody else. The deuce, you say? did I miss somebody? This is one of the reasons why I have never, ever been a fan in any game ever of kill-all missions. You miss one mob someplace, and now you're screwed. I hate them. I hate them so much. And you've got to go back and scour. It's such an old school mechanic. And not like a fun old school mechanic. A shitty old school mechanic. I missed somebody on the first floor? Possible. Yeah, I did, somehow. There we are. I've obtained Merit Award. Also, Prismatic Aether. I don't know. Is there maybe a current event? Is there an event going on? I mean, just today they did release some new content and the new power set. And frankly, these free-to-play guys, I'll mop up the stragglers, don't you worry. More snakes. But first, we have to get back and train up and get myself flight. These guys crank out more content than big MMOs do, and more often. Now, granted, it's an older game with a simpler, infrastructure and whatnot, but still. Train in vain. The Arbiter. Gained access to the new power pool set, and it's going to be flight. Give me flight. Used to be you couldn't get a travel skill until you were 14 in the game. And it was like level 12 or something before you could get a cloak for your character. I understand why they changed those specific rules. The game opens up so much more when you've got a travel power. And really, superheroes are kind of all about capes sometimes. So making characters earn it is definitely an old school mechanic, and one they did away with. But we can stop sprinting, and why sprint when you can fly? Oh, we've got snakes. I don't need to fly. Duh. I missed. I missed. I missed. I didn't miss that time. So the skills we've got Gust and Hailstones from my Storm Blast, and Negatron Slam from my Atomic melee powers. Blasters, like this character, get a primary that's ranged. You choose a primary power set, and then a secondary power set that's melee. So most classes have usually the secondary as a defensive set. But blasters, think defense is for wussies. The best defense is having the other guy be knocked out. Totally not dead, of course, because we don't kill people. We're superheroes and villains. Even then, we don't kill people. Funny, you'd think we would. Okay, we do. Knocked him down, and now we finish him with a big earth-shattering kaboom. Another level up. Well, we'll just real quickly work this one over as well. Again, taking advantage of the big buffs you get. You can see them here under my health bar. The equivalent of these inspirations basically are little buffs you get to heal yourself or do extra damage or increase your accuracy, that kind of stuff. I missed a snake somewhere. Oh, over there. And this is the equivalent of basically all of the buffs at once at the strongest level or tier. Mission complete. Now I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I'm going to stop right there. Arachnos has seen you take down snakes, and they've got another job for you. A week ago, a group of snakes invaded one of our labs. I took it over and have been holed up there ever since. We want them out. If you can make that happen, you'll earn the confidence of my superiors. That respect won't mean that all Arachnos factions will be with you, but it may afford you some protection as you journey through the Rogue Isles. I will get the snakes out. Who got the snakes out? Who? Give me more power. I have a new contact. Dr. Graves has been skulking around. He was added in at the same time they did it on the hero side, basically as tutorial. Because the game didn't really have much of an actual tutorial, whereas he will, and they, on the hero side, send you to the various locations for things like the equivalent of the auction house, medical center, various and sundry other things. But first of all, we already have one mission. Let's defeat snakes in a lab. Flying. Pardon the yawn. Old man. I also yawn a lot when I talk a lot. Still haven't figured that one out. I assume it's carbon dioxide related. These dark and menacing hallways are filled with the snake's strange scent. It smells of snake. I'm not sure what snake smells like. I received my first piece of salvage. Salvage is the crafting system that was added to the game after release, used to create, not inspirations, but enhancements, these things, to buff your powers and skills. Initially, there was no crafting in the game. No currency. They did a really good job with this game. Pretty much all the way around. Whiff. Still the best superhero game around. Champions is still around. Champions Online. It was made actually by some of the same people. They spun off City of Heroes so they could make a Marvel game at that time for Marvel going to the license. Then they used all the work they had done to make Champions Online. And there's DCUO, which isn't a bad game by any means. Although its current state I find to be really boring. Badge earned. The mongoose for slaying all the snakes. Current issue, at least that I have, with DCUO. Is every time they bring out new content, basically it all devolves into exactly the same thing every time. Some instanced group play and an open world area with daily and weekly quests and basically new what amounts to new gear levels to chase. New hero levels to chase. Sort of the problem you always get with any sort of I'm actually hurting rather a lot. Any sort of vertical progression game is the easiest way to make expansions or anything is to just raise the vertical level. Fortunately, generally something that Guild Wars 2, for instance, manages to avoid. They've had some vertical power creep over the years, but it's not bad. It's relatively low-level-ish. Go. Another mission complete. Oh, sorry. I did the wrong noise. I did the good guy mission complete noise, not the bad guy mission complete noise. I feel shame. Call Kalinda. You've done well. Your future is looking quite bright, Tempest Tyrant. If that snake you put down is to be believed, we now know the leader of their little group. That means you can track him down and punish him for his assault against Arachnos. Do that, and I think I can introduce you to some new people on Mercy. The leader of the snakes who violated the base is named Cyrus. I need him in custody immediately. Take him down, Tempest Tyrant, and I can nearly guarantee your immediate future will be a happy one. Nearly? Nearly. That's... You're using weasel words. Here you can see the lovely Rogue Isles. You can't really have slums if your entire city is slum. More snakes. Snakes in a cave.
We will be masters of Arachnos. But boss, surely they will resent our intrusion. No matter, none of their filthy minions can stand against us. But I heard there was someone special, one they call Tempest Tyrant. Let them come.
Famous last words. Snake man speak with forked tongue, literally. Cyrus, come out and play. One of his big tough guys just got spanked. Why aren't you finished off? There we are. Cyrus. Bad news for you, Snake Boy. Another mission complete. Another reward merit. Now, maybe my future will be secure. Maybe, she says. We'll go up. We'll contact her. So close. Well done, young Tempest Tyrant. Well done. Your skills against the snakes have convinced me that the hunter mongoose can make better use of your talents than I. The time has come for us to part, but rest assured that I'll be watching you for as long as you choose to remain in the Rogue Isle. She digs me, guys. She digs me. Soon I foresee that our little Mercy Isle will become too small for one as powerful as yourself. As you venture forth to each island, you will have to build your reputation anew in order to establish contacts. But remember, brokers always have a task available for those with few scruples. And she sends me off to Mongoose. But first, let's talk to Graves. First of all, let me use her in her store facility, faculty, whichever. There we are. Graves. You are as described, Tempest Tyrant, and you took long enough replying to my missive as well. I'll make this introduction brief. I am Dr. Graves. I already know who you are, and we will now get to the point of this meeting. I've been tasked with offering you the chance of obtaining a great deal of power. Usually that word alone, power, is enough to cause most here in the Rogue Isles to wriggle and squirm in delight. I'm interested in seeing your reaction. You would believe me to be a ghoul, and I assume your self-image is that of a misunderstood protagonist, is it? Or maybe the snarling monster with a secret heart of gold, or perhaps someone cursed to a life they don't want. Bah, I'm not here to trade barbs with someone of your like. However, what I am going to do is offer you, Tempest Tyrant, a formal invitation to a very exclusive, albeit unsanctioned, competition. Before you dismiss this opportunity, know this: the victor of the trial shall be granted the privilege of being apprenticed, if you will, to a person with very important connections. Very, very important connections. I'm listening, Graves. I'm glad to see your ambition overshadows your attitude, Tempest Tyrant. You'll need both if you expect to surpass the others in the eyes of the one who is truly watching. With that said, let us tarry no longer with this conversation. Actions speak louder than words, and if you try hard enough, sometimes louder than screams. I will give you a location you are to register at. Use the registration console within the gathering place to prove your intent, and I shall then speak to you further. All right. Fine. Be cryptic. The game was originally designed by Cryptic. See what I did there? It was spun off as a separate company, and then NCSoft shut the game down while it was profitable. NCSoft. The company you can't even bring yourself to love to hate. You just hate. Here's the identity verification console. We'll be competing against a bunch of half-wits, psychopaths, narcissists. This looks like a registration console Dr. Graves told you to use. Applicant will provide a biological sample to prove they are not in the employ of organizations such as Longbow. Insert sample of bioorganic composition. No. All candidates must submit biological samples or face immediate termination. Mechanical arm extends from the console. The end of the arm is what appears to be something that could only be described with one word: probe. Before you can react, the arm goes to work procuring a rather painful sample from your body. Analyzing matter composition. No traces of known Longbow nutritional supplements. You will pay. Genetic analysis. Subject missing one strand of DNA within early strand sequence. Anomaly recorded. Wait, did you just say missing DNA? Gene map database query results. Subject matches no known genetic match from SAM database. Interpol records show 2 known matches. Further inquiries prevented due to triple black secret clearance information lockdown. 2 matches? How is that even possible? Psychological profile. Subject shows signs of narcissism normally associated with sociopathic disorders. You wish you had that, whatever it is. Additional negative traits evidenced are the following: delusions of grandeur, persecution complex, poor impulse control, and exceptional gullibility. Ha 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 ha. Well, it seemed that you passed the initial test. Let's talk, shall we? Do not congratulate yourself too quickly. That was but the first of many tests you'll need to pass if you are to win the right to be our faceless master's protege. What would happen if I failed? You would have made yourself useful in other ways. For instance, I could likely find a use for any undamaged limbs that still remained. However, there will be a time to pursue that line of thinking later. In the meantime, we need to gather the rest of the candidates so that I may explain the rules to all of you. Talk to Omnicore. Looking for Omnicore. Omnicore. Doctor, how much longer am I to wait? And who is this cretin? You are to be one of my rivals? You? If you are an indicator of the type of competition I am to expect, then it would seem this contest has ended before it's even begun. I couldn't care less what simple beliefs you hold. What was it again? Tempest Tyrant? The fact remains that I am by far your superior on an intellectual level, and by the looks of you, on a physical level as well. These indisputable facts are all that are important. You may wish to spare yourself the humiliation of me beating you by just leaving now. Plan to beat me with pathetic hollow threats? You will see how pathetic my threats are when you're staring at your legs on the other side of the room and wondering where your torso went. Care for a demonstration? If it means you actually doing something, then sure. He looks at Dr. Graves with what you believe to be glaring hatred from behind her mask. A moment later, she screams in frustration and looks at you. I will not let something like you ruin my chance at gaining unimaginable power. We'll finish this another time. Tempest Tyrant. And what exactly are you supposed to be? You look like a lame excuse for a fog machine. You should hear what I think you look like, Omnicore. What? How dare you, both of you? I'll no longer tolerate this from either of you. Omnicore glares at Dr. Graves. I may not be allowed to kill these miscreants, but I will not lower myself to speaking to them any longer. You turn and talk with Zephyr. Zephyr, huh? So he thinks he's the weather dude. I got news for you, Zephyr. I'm the weather dude here, okay? I can't believe you let her talk to you that way. You just let her get away with just saying. What are you supposed to be? Me? I'm Zephyr. You know, like the wind. You named yourself after the wind. No, I am the wind. You know, like the whole whoosh, crash your ship into a shoal and now you're going to drown. Boo-hoo, now cry your eyes out, you wuss. That kind of wind, you know? And, man, I got to say, that kind of thing never gets old, I'm telling you. You're telling me you're the Zephyr Wind. Oh, yeah. I thought I was pretty clear the first couple of times I said it, but, you know, whatever. Oh, yeah. And I'm also the one who's going to kick your butt in that competition, too. Wait, why is the wind, you, competing for the prize? I got nothing better to do, you know? Ever since mankind got all technological like that robo-freak, it's hard to cause all kinds of pain and sorrow and all that junk. Stuff like making widows or blowing down houses or flipping up a girl's skirt. Okay, I still do that one. Anyways, I just get to the point. The other day I turned myself into, I'm no longer entertaining this conversation with you. And where's Dollface? Dollface. Dollface. I think I'm lost. Would someone help me, please? This place is very scary. Oh, you're not going to hurt me, are you? That depends. Are you Dollface? Who's Dollface stops short as she's interrupted by Dr. Graves. Yeah, I'm Dollface. You're one of the other contestants, I'm guessing. Look, this contest is for grown-ups. Why don't you run along home? Hey, pal, I'm older than I look, okay? Probably older than you, from the looks of it. And who the heck are you, anyway? Turning your nose up at me, huh? I'm known as Tempest Tyrant. Yeah, I can see you calling yourself that. So what makes you so special that you think you can beat someone like me? Do you shoot frogs from your eyes or something? That would be an amazing superpower. I have no desire to reveal my powers to you. Okay, calm down. I was just asking because I wanted to know if I was going to get grossed out if I ever have to fight against you. First of all, it's not nice to hit a girl. But if you're going to start throwing puke at people or growing spikes from your body, well, I just don't want to see that kind of thing, okay? How do you expect to win? Oh, that's easy. I'm going to convince everyone that I'm the best for the job. I'm very talented at what I do. I wouldn't say I'm the best at what I do, but I'm pretty darn good at it. And if that doesn't work, then maybe I'll just stab you guys in the neck or something. I'm just kidding. But you got real scared, didn't you? Didn't they, Mr. Doctor? They got so scared they were going to run away. Just like how you're so scared you're going to run away right now. Like now. I doubt the doctor is going to... He's running? I have to leave you all. I have to go. Sorry. He is so silly and a very nice man, and he listens really well, too. Really well. Don't worry, though. I don't know you guys well enough yet. I don't know what you like to hear, but maybe I will one day, you know? And then we can have a real fun time playing together. What'd you just do to him? What? Little old me do something? All he did was suggest to him that he had a better place to be, and I guess I was right, huh? It's a coincidence, you know? Sure it was. Dr. Graves said there was another person, too. Maybe we should go find them. What was it? Cross-slice or something? Dollface looks right into your eyes. I think it would be fun if we all went and looked for this guy. Don't you agree? Yeah, I think it would be a lot of fun. All right, Crosscut. No crosscut here. No crosscut over here. Crosscut here. Oh. Entertaining a couple of friends from Longbow. And now, who wants the dark meat? Now, don't all speak up at once. I see you've met our final contestant. I'm currently running with the cell shading turned on, and it messes up the faces sometimes. As you can tell here, it messes up the faces in dialogues. So any preference to the type of cut? Rump roast, perhaps? Or perhaps some ribs? You're going to eat them? That would be a waste of such interesting textures, wouldn't you agree? And no, I have something else in mind. Crosscut stares at you with gargoyle-like gaze for a moment. Did you know you have very pretty eyes? What? What makes you say that? I was wondering if I could have them over my dead body. Oh, you are so kind. Yeah, okay, we're done. Dr. Graves. Now that I have all of you assembled, save for Omnicore, it is time to proceed. The proceedings to begin. I'm sure each of you have many questions. Yes, and it's time we get our answers, Graves. Your impertinence has been noted, Tempest Tyrant. Now then, each of you will be given a trial to test, blah, blah, blah. Another prismatic aether. I don't know what the prismatic aether are. Say salvage. Prismatic aether particles. They're listed as very rare. Strange ether particles are found when intensity distortions surrounding an individual's fate are resolved, such as completing incarnate trials or advanced difficulty models. As salvage can be brought to a Benevo Labs hologram vendor found in the Vault Reserve locations in exchange for permanent prestige costume powers or traded to other players. We'll exit. We train up another power. As we have hit level 6. We can get Storm Cell. Defines the boundaries of your stormy powers. Rain from this power will slightly lower a foe's movement and chance to hit. Use of your Storm Blast attacks may create high winds and lightning within the Storm Cell, delivering stronger debuffs and causing damage. It's the sort of the keynote power. You drop a Storm Cell and then you cast your other abilities into it to be buffed. So I think we've got to go with the Storm Cell. I need to AFK a sec and refill my coffee cup. I will be right back. And I'm back. We'll talk to Graves. And we also have a contact with the mongoose. When I was a kid, there were a couple of funny car drivers. The Snake and the Mongoose. Tom the Mongoose McEwen and Don the Snake Prudhomme, I think were the names. I have to steal money from the bank. The Mercy Island Bank. Well, I am the bad guy. One of the issues I had with City of Villains when it came out is it seemed we spent too much time as a villain doing villainous things to other villains instead of the nice guys. Alright, let's try this. There we go. It's a pretty big storm. It does extra damage, I see. Okay, and it has a significant cooldown on it, though. Alright, but it's still going. Interesting power, okay. Sure if I'm buffed while I'm in it or not. I think, yeah, I am buffed while I'm inside it. Okay, and it lasts when it's done. It's when it's recycled, but I get buffs while I'm standing inside of it. That's very cool. Break through the vault door, which will summon friends. I call them friends. I hope they think of me as a friend. A friend who's trying to break into the vault and steal the money, and who's going to send them to the hospital. Granted. nice lightning strike. Got the money. Show me the money. Back to Mongoose. Not sure why I should give him any of the money. I'm sure he said go and rob the bank. Why wouldn't I just keep the money? I'm a bad guy. Sweet money. Nice work, Tempest Tyrant. We'll make a hardened criminal out of you yet. You might just survive mercy yet, Tempest Tyrant. I might have to do something new in my store for you. Take my cell number. I'll do what I can to help you out. Snake Uprising. Or take down Hellions. Yeah, let's take down some freaking Hellions. Some gangbangers. I only have 75 minutes to do it, guys. Not a fan of timed quests, but in this particular case, giving you an hour and 15 minutes, that doesn't seem like too much of a burden. A wave of heat hits you as you enter the door. The Hellions have been busy. Punk. Gang-banging punks. You think what passes for cool in Paragon City doesn't cut it out here on the Mercy Islands. Punks. Defeat all the Hellions in the base. Oh, I didn't notice there were explosives there. Could have used those to do some damage. But you don't want to stand next to it when it explodes. I'm not sure if I was close enough or if the one Hellion there actually did some damage to me. But I'll rest up. Take a moment. The phrase used to be, or sometimes was used, catch a blow. Ow. I have to defeat all the Hellions in the base. Sigh. I'll also note that the nature of the Arachnos bases makes them really annoying to get around into, to find things. They've made them so dark, I think, actually, it's counterproductive from a fun gameplay point of view. You can't even see where anything is. And the visuals are, for the most part, lost in the clutter and dark. I've taken a lot of damage again. I'd forgotten what it was like to play a blaster. But we beat up the Hellions, these gangsters, as they call themselves. They're nothing in the Mercy Isles. They're rank amateurs. Mongoose. The Hellions were searching for magic artifacts? Those guys are idiots. The local Arachno space ain't got no magic. Anything magic around here is going to be found off to Fort Kerberos or the Ghost Widow's Tower. You're tougher than I gave you credit for. I can respect that. Thanks. Gosh, thanks. There's a snake uprising. Or head over to Larry's Tiki Lounge. I'll defeat the snakes in the casino. The Tiki Lounge. Snakes in a lounge. Tell you, if they're not in a cave or on a plane, they're in a lounge. That's another level for me. These people running around like chickens with their heads cut off. Although, frankly, I think chickens might appeal to the snakes. I think snakes probably like chickens. Mission complete. Not much to that one. Tiki Lounge gets a half a dozen snakes and all of a sudden they can't do business. Kind of candy-ass business they run in there. That's another level. That was a quest, I think, for Graves. For that one, we would like cooldown. If we've got any. Mobilization and enhanced to hit debuff, so I think I can actually... Oh, I thought that was one of the things that Storm Cell did, was blaster archetype sets, knockback, universal damage sets, endurance modification, ranged AoE. Those are the set categories on enhancements. Enhance endurance, reduce endurance cost, enhance range, enhance recharge speed is what I would like for that. And I ain't got none of them. Pardon my fancy talking. Ain't got no. Let's go ahead and a contact mongoose. Snake uprising. Cull the snake population. Go take a ride on the ferry to Port Oaks West. All right. And the ferry is there. Port Oaks West. Talk to Arbiter Unger. I think he's right here. Defeat 10 Rogue Island policemen. Assault corrupt cops on Mercy Island. Not on Mercy Island, right? We're in Port Oaks, so we have to go back. Back to Mercy. Or, you know, miss the ferry by flying under it into the water. Oops. All right. Corrupt cops. Like, say, the RIP. It's the road. Oh, there's another player there. I will let that player do his thing. Don't want to scam another player out of his hard-earned thumpings of dirty cops. The wrong part of town, actually. I think. We're over in like this area. There we go. R.I.P. the Rogue Island Police. The Blighted can take care of themselves. They don't need me kicking their ass. I'm only here for the police. had enough of you guys following me. I gave you a chance. But you just keep following. Well. Now, you get to suffer for it. Nice lightning strike there. He tried to run away. It didn't work out too great for him. We'll contact Graves again. I'm not sure what was going through your head when you decided to raise the ire of the Rogue Island police. This runs directly counter to the directions to reduce your profile. You have, however, managed to keep the eyes of the police off your activities, perhaps even Arachnos themselves, off our activities. Because of this, I will not request that our faceless benefactor disqualify you this time. All right, let's cull the snake population. I need to defeat 5 snakes. Now, the snakes in this area are usually in like sort of the courtyards between buildings or in alleys. The Dirty Duck Bar and Grill. I'd eat there. We're a little bit too close to the plaza. Whoops, lots of longbow around here. Poking their nose in where it doesn't belong. The Rogue Islands. Through there. I thought there was. I was mistaken. We're looking for snakes. Merit vendor. Oh, this is the black market. Enhancements. I have 15 reward merits. It's not enough to buy anything. Basically, this functions as the auction house. Come on, snakes. Snakes, buddies, come on. Just looking for a little help here. This is exactly the kind of place they normally hang out, but no. Snakes to be seen. Well, maybe head out into the ruins someplace. Presumably, yeah, that's the quest for Graves. We'll head in that direction. And we'll nab any snakes we see along the way. Hellion skulls infected. More Hellions. Hellions. The legacy chain. Skulls, Hellions. I'm headed the right way. Longbow, Hellions, legacy chain. Well, almost here. Let's go ahead and do this while we're here, you know. No reason not to. We're gonna have to kick their ass sooner or later. Might as well make it sooner. Hear the various yells and explosions sounds coming from deeper inside the building. Looks like you may have gotten here too late. Have to register at the terminal. A skull opportunist. Take a moment to heal up. I am a blaster, therefore I am made out of very, very thin glass. We'll register at the terminal. All candidates must register. Upon registration, the rules will be provided. You deftly move out of the way of the laser dot. A split second later, from the cylinder erupts a deadly laser blast where a moment before your head had been. Trick Zephyr into following me. I'm feeling the amount of talking I've done in my throat a little bit, so I'm going to stop Crosscut from getting ahead of you. Crosscut. He's, well, let's just call him psychotic, because that's what he is. Trick Crosscut into following you. He actually does have a head, though. He's just a little weird. Just the tiniest little amount weird. Get the intercom override controls. I thought I heard the thrumming of a glowy. Are they following me? Crosscut is. Okay, I missed something somewhere, clearly. Hey, I'm still new at this supervillain thing, alright? It's a work in progress. Oh, maybe I have to get those from Crosscut? No, doesn't seem like it. Nope, don't have what that's looking for. Get those from Zephyr? No? Okay, what am I missing? Now is the time the trials begin. While you and the rest were avoiding the Eye of Arachnos, I put into motion all the situations you encounter be judged by. You and the others will return to impromptu training grounds and utilize registration terminal. Begin the competition. First one to the finish line will be determined at the end of round one. Oh, by the way, you wish to hurry. Your competition's already started. Well, I didn't notice anything happen when I reached the end of what I guess was the race. Was there a clicky back here that I didn't see? I'm missing something, clearly. Now it's time for the trials to begin. Get the intercom override. slightly confused. And yet I've done this before, and I don't remember being confused, so I'm not sure what I didn't do or what the deal is. Well, I did think I heard a thrumming over here somewhere. I thought I heard the thrumming. That would be it. There it is. Damn it. If you hear a thrumming, pay attention. Fight the skull blockade. Alright, well, we can stop flying now. Hi, guys. I will kill you. Find the marker before the others do. There's graves, I assume. And Dollface. Talk to Graves. Dollface has used her hypnotic powers to convince him that she won. Quickly, use the marker. Marker. Round is over. Deal with the angry skulls. More angry skulls? Yes, there are. And I have one. Doom, doom, ew. I bonked my head. To say that I'm infuriated by the manner in which you stole the victory from out from the other clear winner, as well as to say that's an understatement. Lol. I actually said lol out loud. Alright, for Mongoose, I still need to find 5 freaking snakes. Not on a plane. A little too far out for snakes. We'll check down here and see if we can find some snakes. We found at least one. We found several. It's a lieutenant, which is a tough one. The other two are just regular variety. Oh, oh! Holy crap. I don't like him. He's an Arachnos lieutenant. Dude, not only am I working for and with Arachnos, I have an Arachnos emblem on my chest, you dumbass. It's so hard to get good, reliable help these days. Right, well, there's 3 of the snakes I need made X late. Just gotta fly and find a couple more. Oh, that longbow everywhere. Need 2 more snakes. 2 more snakes. to use the popular internet phraseology. Where snakes are snacks, rabbits are buns, dogs are doggos, cats are kitties, and birds are burbs. It's a weird world we live in, guys. But that is the last of those we needed. We'll come over here and we'll talk with Mongoose. Clear out a snake nest. And we also have the mission for... We'll clear out the snake nest. English am a hard language. Have you noticed? Down we go. The fetid stench of the Mercy Island sewers is overwhelming. In the depths of this labyrinth of tunnels lies the snake nest we've come to clear out. Sewers. Sewers. I hope this comes out. All of this muck. My outfit is so cool. And, you know, not actually really an outfit. They kind of implanted it into me. I mean, can I really be considered to have stolen it? I mean, in their opinion, yes. I just don't think that's a fair characterization. And sure, I volunteered for the whole experimental procedure thing. Wait, what? I checked it out. What did I miss? What did I possibly miss? Is that where I came in? It is. All right, let's head back in. See what the hell I missed. Okay, I was right. I did come in through there, but I exited through there. It's like a puzzle wrapped in a riddle and surrounded in an enigma and coated in bacon. Bacon. There's nothing there. There's nothing down here. I missed something to the right up here, I guess. Is there a hole in the wall? There's a hole in the wall. Where the rain came in. I made up the thing about the rain coming in. I mean, I don't know that the rain didn't come in, but it's a sewer. Of course, the rain actually did come in eventually. Hi, guys.
Who is this?
Maybe you guys should, like, consider skipping the sibilants when you talk as much as possible. Although I probably shouldn't talk. I aspirate my S's. So I don't lisp, but between not lisping and lisping is aspirating, and that's what I do with my S's. Okay. Looking to clear out the nest. Kaboom! That's a lovely, satisfying sound it makes. So far, I like it. I really like the mechanic of dropping a storm and it doing a little bit of AE damage and me also being able to get a buff by standing inside it. It's a nifty mechanic. Well, we have a Cobra left. Let's use it. There's the storm. I move inside. He can get hit by lightning. My abilities are buffed. And there you see as they both got hit by lightning. And there's a mission complete and a level up. Yeah, I can't think of any of the other power sets they've brought in that have that sort of a mechanic. It's pretty nifty, I think. And let's see, we are... Need to get back to town. Yep, I wanted to try it out today since, you know, brand new release. Sadly, unsurprisingly, my first choice of name, Blizzard Wizard, was taken. It's not fair. I would like to complain, but I'm not sure who I'm supposed to complain to about that. I should always get the names I want. When I come up with a silly pun name, God damn it, I want it. Intensify. Greatly increase the chance of hit. Slightly increase your damage, so that's just an aim, in essence. Moderately increases the chance of storm blast power to summon high winds and lightning. Or jet stream. That's a cone attack. Oh, I was tempted to go with one of the various wind jokes on Champions Online. I have a character named Ill Wind, whose battle cry is, "I blow no one good." Wait, that didn't come out right. Including the wait, that didn't come out right. Yeah, we'll go with Jetstream. But I wouldn't be surprised if Windbreaker is taken. For your sake, I obviously hope not. But I wouldn't be surprised, you know. But it's a solid name. Alright, we can sell these. Mission, let's see, return to contact, so in this case, make a phone call. Cleared out the nest, good work. I think that's the same thing. I think that's the mission he just gave me. What has Graves got for me? Go to the hospital and talk with Crosscut. So this is part of the sort of tutorial section. That they added in, where you basically get run around to various locations. Ah, my pleasantly plump friend, do you know how happy I am to see you here? You being so very alone, and with those beautiful, lost look in your eyes. Don't even think about it, Crosscut. Oh, I hate to disappoint you, but I already did. I've been thinking about it all day. I do so think about it all the time, to be precise. Can you see the smile it gives me? It's so big. Why would you take up your whole neck to make you smile that big, now wouldn't it? Try it and you'll scream? You were going to say scream, right? Oh, please, please, please tell me you were going to say you would scream. My last playthings here in the hospital wouldn't scream for me. That made me so very sad. If you would be so kind as to put a smile on my face, I'll be very happy to do the same for you. Go to the Arachnos training grounds and talk with Dollface. Sorry, I'm feeling my throat a little bit. I've been reading the dialogue so much. It's so much fun in some of these villain quests. I'm basically just running around now to where they're showing me around town where various locations for in-game things like the black market, which is basically the auction house, the hospital is there, the training dummies, that kind of thing. And now the black market. These quest lines give a lot of XP, too. When you hit certain points in the quest lines, they give out big-ass buckets of XP. The Vault Reserve. I have not done the new story arc. Just needed to go in, I think, on that one. My assumption, I didn't look into it very deeply, my assumption is that it's not low level. And sadly, there is no game that brings out my natural alt-horror instincts like City of Heroes / City of Villains. My highest level character is like 30? 28? Something like that. Because anytime I get a new idea for a hero or villain, I have to start over, and I have almost 50 of them. Because I'm not right in the head. I think it's between 45 and 50 characters. I know, by no means I know I'm not the only one who has that particular disease in this game. I think it's like 45, 46. I think this is like my 46th character. $20, $30, $40, $47. And the highest level character got a 26, 25, 21, 26. Yeah, I have a couple of 26s. So certainly if there was ever a game that brought out alting, this would be it. But I am going to call it here for the evening, I think. I want to thank you guys for hanging out a lot. I really do appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow at my usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific. Whoa! Villaini? I don't think I got that one right. I only have one spiel, and you're going to get it. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and sometimes complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Ah, villainy, got it. Thank you. So tomorrow, probably back to a little more new school RuneScape, as I had some people who were watching and helping me out with that, get the hang of that. So that's probable for tomorrow. Again, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I want to thank you guys again for hanging out with me. I hope the rest of your Monday, isn't it? Tuesday, God. Oh my God, the brain. The rest of your Tuesday evening goes great. And as I always like to set an achievable goal, I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. Back tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Take care and ciao for now. Good night, guys.